Good afternoon, everyone. Really pleased to be here and try to entertain you right after lunchtime, which is not an easy task. But it's also a good opportunity to have not the first mover advantage, as we are used to say in business, but the last speaker advantage or later speaker advantage. Because that gives you the opportunity to maybe have the last word, or at least contradict in some case speakers that took the floor before you. So, and additionally, you can build on top what have been said. You are saving time, and especially that my friend Neil is keeping to shorten the time from 20 minutes initially to 10 minutes, is it now? So I'll try to make it in 10 minutes. And sorry for not being able to speak Russian. I would love to speak such a lovely language, but it's not for this year, maybe next year. Very rapidly, really few words about Viaccess. Viaccess is a France Telecom Orange company, and we own Orca Interactive, who is a pioneer and leader in IPTV middleware. We are altogether a leading provider of solutions to protect and enhance the content. This is our slogan. What it means is that we have solutions for including conditional access system, DRM, IPTV middleware, service delivery platform, and content recommendation. I will touch in a little more detail at the end of my presentation, but the purpose is not to spend too much time on presenting the company. So just a few words. We are about 300 plus staff located in different regions of the world, as you can see in the map. And we have over 100 customers across the globe. One of them is NTV Plus. We enjoy having a long-term relationship with NTV Plus. That you all know, I'm sure. That's it for the presentation of Viaccess. Now let's touch up on the point of the multi-screen, the connected multi-screen TV world, and how it does impact the business models of pay TV operators. First of all, but I'll go fast because I think some of this you already heard this morning. The drivers for connected multi-screen TV are threefold. First of them is the abundance of content online, and not only user-generated content. It is expected that user-generated content will only represent 1/3 of the overall IP video traffic over the internet as early as 2014, meaning that long-form, professionally produced content will be the majority of IP video traffic. There is also the end user or the consumer readiness and willingness to watch online video on connected devices, because it's allowed them to have a really new personalized experience and rich, thanks to the rich media content that can be associated with the content in particular. And thanks to the adaptive streaming technologies, the perceived quality of services is good enough. And last but not least, there is the hard push from the CE manufacturers to put on the market and promote connected devices. And thanks to the competition, these are becoming more and more available at a very affordable price. Overall, I think that a key driver for multi-screen connected TV is the installed base of connected devices, and the figures are simply impressive. One example is that in 2011, the overall shipment of mobile smartphones exceeded the PC one. The tablets shipments grow by 274% in 2011, and in only 7 quarters, Apple delivered and sold over 55 million units of iPads. For Macs, it took 22 years to achieve this same number. It's really impressive, the adoption of such connected devices. So now let's talk about the multi-screen TV strategy of pay TV service providers. Having been in this business for more than 20 years, only dealing daily with pay TV operators and service providers, I think we can humbly speak for pay TV operators and give what we perceive as a view of pay TV service providers, and also sometimes advise them on the winning strategies. As you know, over-the-top multi-screen TV started mainly from and by OTT players, Netflix, Hulu, and the others, and it was perceived as a threat at the beginning. But more and more pay TV service providers realize that they have assets and strengths that can help them actually turn it into a clear opportunity to cement the relationship they have with the subscribers, and actually even drive the loyalty and increasing the revenue per subscriber. There is a lot of debate. We did ourselves a webinar that you can check on our website, which on purpose was titled "Why Survive When You Can Drive? OTT is Key for Pay TV." You're welcome to watch it and ask questions around if you have. So, just some figures about the potential for multi-screen services. This is an index from our friends at Informa that measure in percentage what is the willingness of and the potential market for launching multi-screen services. The bigger the number, the bigger the opportunity. Russia is not on the top, but still 28%. So clearly we see TV everywhere. TV everywhere. I'm sure this doesn't need to be defined anymore. Is the multi-screen TV strategy by pay TV operators. There are consensus now that multi-screen video will be a must-have in a short term. This is predicted to be about 2 years by MRG in a latest report. Already, and I'm sure this figure is outdated already, at least 21%, more than 20% of broadband households regularly watch TV in the US on multiple devices. I think we've seen figures like 70% of consumers are multitasking, meaning that they use another device while watching the TV, and some of them actually watch even the content on that other device. And 40% of US broadband households find the TV everywhere compelling at the point they are ready to pay additional subscription fee for getting access to. I'm not sure I will agree with this last part. This is not my own and our analysis at Access. But then the question is, can pay TV service providers monetize the TV everywhere, which is the heart of my presentation. Actually, by providing a unique and personalized and engaging experience, leveraging companion devices or second screen and content discovery and recommendation solution, they are actually in position to increase the time spent on their program and brand. This will increase the subscriber satisfaction at minimum, reduce the churn, which is not bad, especially in mature market where we know churn can be high, and potentially it can even contribute to increasing ARPU. Will it increase or bring incremental subscription revenue? I'm personally doubtful on that. There was a survey where both service providers and vendors were asked if they believe end user will pay extra fee for such TV everywhere service, and in a majority, and surprisingly, if vendors that in general tend to promote or overpromise, in the majority, both categories consider that people will not pay or not accept to pay extra subscription, at least fee for such services. So if that's not an additional revenue that pay TV service provider can expect, how can they monetize the TV everywhere? One of the revenue opportunity is the video on demand consumption, and clearly, and we have already experience on the field, by applying relevant content discovery recommendation, you can drive not only the conversion rate, people that adopt the video on demand, but also the consumption, meaning number of pieces of video that a given subscriber watch per period of time. So this is one. The other one is the as the subscriber will be using the services on multiple occasions, multiple devices, this increased the exposure to the brand and bring opportunities for things like targeted or addressable advertising, which will lead to, at some point, to a blurring of the borders between the pay TV and the commercial TV. And we can speak about the freemium business model that pay TV operators will be adopting over the short term. And this is not just a theory. There are already figures. For example, in the U.S., almost 1/3 of the advertisers that are part of the Association of National Advertisers are planning to test at least synchronized advertising on the second device or companion device. It's already happening. I think about 20% did actually already start applying such an advertising mechanism. And even further, with regard the opportunity for generating revenues from advertising, if the pay TV service provider control the second screen user experience, you can actually even extract revenues from third-party content, because we'll be able to present around that content contextual advertising, even if the content is not from its own catalog. So I think that TV everywhere will actually help not only reducing return, but increasing and opening new revenue opportunities. But to be successful, it has to be really consistent, sustainable, and customer-focused service available to subscribers in a smooth way on all devices, and the devices they choose to watch on. A few words about our own solution. Before that, maybe just a few typical scenarios, features, and scenarios of TV everywhere. It's about watching TV on all screens that we all know. It's cross-screen services, scenarios like Follow Me, when you start watching on one device and you continue watching on another one. Remote PVR, where you use another device as a way to start recording while you are on the way, for example, back home, and when you are there, you can start watching. And more importantly is the personalized services, and this is back again to having a user experience where effortlessly the subscriber can enjoy and keep entertainment watching your program without having to be very active. We know that people don't like to be very active while watching TV. So it seems easy, but there are unfortunately a lot of challenges. Some have to do with management of content rights, because right schemes are not harmonized. You will have as many rights deals and schemes and robustness rules imposed by as many studios, and still from there you need to present a consistent experience to the end user, not presenting him, for example, a piece of content on a tablet. If when selecting that content, you are forced to say, oh, sorry, we cannot deliver this content to you. So it's really a complex matter. Not to talk about the security and securing content on this variety of devices that in some cases are by design unsecure. I'm talking about Android devices in particular, but not only. And one of the challenges is to keep introducing innovative services on all devices at the same time, because otherwise you create frustration in part of your installed base of subscriber. Example of that is VOD gifting, where you can use one device for gifting to a friend a piece of video, and overall enhancing the value proposition by bundling cross-device services, which we know that is very successful from, for example, the triple play, very successful business model, particular for consumer retention. Really a few words about Viaccess and Orca TV Everywhere solution. It was by design made to support both managed and unmanaged services, IPTV or over the top, in a consistent and customer-focused way. It is managing end-to-end workflow. And well, this is just an example from one of our customers out of Australia who is using our solutions to show how it can be a nice replication or user experience on different devices. An overall diagram of the architecture, but I'll not enter into detail. Just the idea here is that we provide a unified service platform so that anytime there is a new device coming out, you don't have to rethink again everything on the platform. So it's future-proof service platform dealing with the content and end-user intelligence, not worrying about the specificities of the device. Another webinar that you may check out on our website that we did recently is talking about silo busting, and you'll find it on our website as well. And I think we are here to talk about video and entertainment, and some videos has to be used. I have a very short video of 1 minute, just to give you a flavor of what our solutions are about to address.
Starts with a spark. It slowly spreads all over. Suddenly, you realize it is here, and it's like nothing you've experienced before. Because from now on, your TV is all around you. Personalized discovery, social recommendations, gifts to friends, secured access from any device. You can watch it anywhere, anytime, and share it with anyone. To get personal starting today, your TV is all around you. Secured, personalized TV everywhere. Available now.
Thank you very much. I'll be happy to answer any question you may have.
Да, друзья, сейчас я задам вопрос, если есть у кого-то, поднимите, пожалуйста, буквально несколько минут на вопросы. Нуреддин, а можно будет, да, перевести, к сожалению, вот мой уровень английского не позволяет.
You described the prospects in a great way, but as a journalist, I have two questions to you. First, what challenges?
Вот это вот.
What challenges are faced by multi-screen TV today in the West? And secondly, how to monetize on it? How to earn money on it? Thank you.
The translation, if you could just in very short. By we as a vendor? Okay. No?
Вопрос еще раз повторить. Хорошо. Первого.
So my first question. What kind of challenges and concerns are faced by your business? I mean multi-screen TV. And secondly, how to earn money on this approach on top to all those beautiful websites and so forth. By the way, can you give an example of specific highly profitable video on demand service?
Actually, it's a single question with a lot to say about. I think the challenge is for the pay TV industry, not for us. We take it for us because we are there to support them and help them turn in, again, this multi-screen TV world into a real success and a profitable business. The challenges are mainly how to deliver a user experience that differentiate the pay TV service operator. They have clearly assets and strengths they can exploit and be successful there because they are the one who knows how people interact with content. We are talking about content consumption revolution even in our company, but we know that behavior patterns are not changing that fast. And when you hear that the time people spend watching live TV is keeping increasing, there is a really clear foundation there to build a service that is successful beyond the TV set. Now, the challenge is, because there is a business challenge for all the value chain. What is happening is that the rights used to be, and are still in some cases, on a per device, per network. And from a service provider perspective, having to deal and pay for every device the content rights, to some extent, for the business and profitability to remain at the same point, the service providers will need to reflect that increase of content rights to the end user. And this is not necessarily going to happen. As I mentioned, the subscription will not be higher for such multi-screen services. This is why I firmly believe that going into a freemium model and trying to extract revenues from other sources will be key to be successful in this business. Did I answer your question? Yes. Yes.